Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. What we have in store for you today, a showdown between a couple of Pac-12 rivals. As we'll see, the Oregon Ducks taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Buckeyes will boot it away to start the game. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Out of the gun to give to the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air, it's Samuel. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and the coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Not a ton of play calls for 3rd in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies in to give this quarterback a chance.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The give to the tailback. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The give to the back. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
And it's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Movement here from the tight end. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Unleashes one. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Dropping back, it's Samuel. Safe completion on the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Samuel. He makes the connection. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Got his man quickly. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Using his feet. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass, it's Samuel. Dumps it off in the flats. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Fires into traffic, picked off. Looking for more room. Inside the 50. Past the 30. The 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point. Incomplete. No need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Wants to throw. It's Samuel. Picked off. No real chance on the return, but they got it at the 34.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Makes his connection. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a 1st down.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Trying the left side. Fights off a defender. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. UCF is in serious trouble right now, and by in trouble, I mean this could get uglier than a bad prom date. They're trailing by 21 to TCU. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
To the air, it's Samuel. Now he's going to break the pocket. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback keeps it. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll try to pick up the first. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Ducks will hustle to the line.
Man, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Back to pass, it's Samuel. Buys a little time. He'll pull it down. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Looking to move it through the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's going to fire deep. And here's the third interception of the night. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got one big. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute. I got to get me one too.
Leaves it with the running back. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Looking to throw on second down. Feeling some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Dawkins. On the move into 30. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Still on his feet at the 45. Speeding down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it's finished off with that thrilling 56-yarder for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continuing, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Running back searching for a hole. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it then? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
Now about this lower intestinal fortitude. 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They'll try it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Goes to the option. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Takes the easy completion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Looking to the big tight end. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it, tipped that thing away from the receiver, made the big play, saving the touchdown.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. When the quarterback runs it, he's got the extra blocker, and I don't even know if he needed it. He just gashed them there.
Yeah, Reese. I mean, this offensive coordinator does a good job scheming ways to get this quarterback out into space with the ball.